And it's in the right place with 2 CTs ready to receive. U2 will come in, but that molly's not going to do much. I imagine it's for default or quad. It won't burn out anyone close. Kicker's going to get a chance to fight. He is blind. Fame gets one. Do they know? Yes, they do. And they clear him out. Double smoke execute on this B side, but Fasha's ready for the cheeky play behind it. That's really all you can do as a CT. And what can you do against this from Fasha? 3 kills as Chiron is left. Hopefully not to save. Give it a go. Nothing to lose. They're about to plant, and they will end the round. Yanko, I got the stats out. I want to hear your thoughts, right? In the last 6 months, Outsiders played this map 4 times with 4 wins. In those wins on the CT sides, they got 11, 11, 12, and 13 rounds on those CT sides. Then we see them at Katowice, the only times they played it in the last 2 months, and they only got 1 round on a CT side against NIP, and they got 3 rounds, which is the game you just...
And Flit wants to get involved with Chiron for a bit of this control over towards A ramp. Fnatic, wouldn't you know, outside of B again. I wonder if they just want to keep trying to rinse-repeat this.
Do it till it doesn't work, but this might be the round where James steps up. I'm waiting for that molly from Crims, though. It's going to be a big one as James is sitting on default. Oh, nice shot. Fashes out, and Fame's forward, pushes into Roy. Fnatic, they will get a responsive kill. Wallbang from Mezzi allows them to slow it down if they want, but Jay might force another. Nice duck. Dodges that AWP shot. Mezzi will climb back over the top. If you're doing this boost, please don't crouch. Mezzi.
This is rough for Fnatic. No more nades, just 1 smoke on Crims.
It's like
unless something's dropped on the floor as well.
The smoke lets him cross in, but Jay will send his team back through.
Yeah. Well, not yet anyway. The flash went over, they had a little peek, but they don't need to fight this. That's a smoke raining in. Kicker. Oh, the smoke makes it kind of weird. That's not really where they wanted it to go. It made contact with Fnatic, so they stopped it dead in its tracks. Boom. Kicker flashed in again. Oh, won't stop the plant. He's undertaken a vow of non-violence, apparently. And, well, niko stands tall with a double. The nade's gone in, and it's done a lot of damage, but it's not really enough to propel you into this retake. Or is it, James? And Flit with a killer piece. It's left onto Mezzi, tucked in at the back of the site. They're starting to move in, starting to close the distance here. Mezzi, the captain, executes the first man and now just has to find Flit, who's moving in, flushes him out and puts a stop to the clutch.
No time.
Oh, no kit. Can you believe it, Yanko? It's another one for Fnatic. 4-0 up on this T side. This is a damn good start. It's an ode to what we saw before, a struggling CT side. But I am liking the ideas the Outsiders are having. And they didn't throw in the towel on that retake either. They hung around. They wait for the kills to come to them.
Well, they had the 4v3, but this was just like strange from Kicker. Like, why isn't Chiron swinging with him while James is throwing the flash? And also the first, they have a full buy with an AWP.
Life finds a way. Oh, A ramp, and not for long. Mezzi gets picked as that smoke blooms and Roy walks through. Finds the same result. Crims, no way he checks this close of an angle. And that's a lazy check. Half clears, half does not. 5 on 2. Fasha, this is the only way to recover this round. The bomb is running his way right now. He needs a kill. He needs an entry. And Outsiders won't give it away. Not without a price. Molly... burn out Fame, but they smoke it. He swings with another flash. niko hits his shot. Don't tell me Fnatic are feeling the 2-on-5 right now. Another shot for Fasha.
Not again.
They only have timing right now to get out while this smoke's in the way. They're also getting backstabbed. It's whether or not niko is going to be able to keep an eye on this many angles because he's trying to play in tandem with old mate Fasha, who's pushed up over at the gens. Fasha walking around, looks to take a fight here. Does find a bit of a gap, and with a missed shot, you thought that was the end of James. He's responded with the USP. niko, they're right next to him. And Flit with the backstab. There's no time. All the kills, but none of the glory. What a way for this to go, man.
The green puking emoji. That's this round.
Yeah, why kit?
So you're in a 5v2. Not only do they get into a situation where they plant the bomb, You run out of time on the defuse.
Oh, no comment.
I'm a, you know, outsiders defender.
Yeah, you've been like a staunch supporter
even this
all
is
day.
like, and I get it. You know, they're waiting for the smoke to pass before they go in an important round in Katowice. So,
Ooh. Well, why stop going B? It's been working out. There's another entry.
Dude, Fasha v Fame is like just so unfair for Fame. Oh, Fasha with another.
These executes are so brutal.
Dude, Fasha's looking really like energized, really like juiced up in all the cameras as well.
Yeah.
So he's like, he knows he's having a good game right now.
I like the energy this guy brings to the team. He's always the guy shouting. He's always, you know, you look at this squad and you don't really think there's a lot of screamers here, right? Crims is very calm. Mezzi's not a typical Brit. And yeah, it seems like Fasha has really taken that role inside of this squad. Keeps the energy high when they need it. And yeah, that's another brutal B execute. We need to see Outsiders take some B stairs control, at least throw something at it. They're playing these passive setups with James lobbing flashes to get them back in, or playing retake rounds, which aren't necessarily wrong. Look at Heroic, they make it look so easy on this map. But right now, Fnatic have just got that B stairs control, and they throw double smoke, double molly, and they just win the round off.
And then, you know, when we saw him join this Fnatic team, he wasn't a star. He wasn't really someone you looked to put up big numbers by any margin. You had other guys who were willing to play the opening role, like trying to be that entry fragger. You know, Roy is like a very pure entry fragger in terms of how he looks to play. And so, you know, Fasha was like a bit more tame. That his individual level wasn't at the highs it was when he was in that ecstatic squad. So it's kind of sick to see that he's able to give us games like this again, especially after such a slow Katowice.
I miss seeing Fnatic on Nuke. I feel like it's been a while. They've barely played it since Rio. Once at Kato against Vitality. Oh dear. And once in Finland, that tournament they won. So that's also another great map for Fasha. Very strong A anchor on CT, and his outside control on ecstatic on T sides was exciting to watch. We're going to have a bomb plant here, probably from Fnatic. Although the bomb's going back B, rather. Fasha's going to get a little boost up on Mezzi. Oh, they changed their mind. Bit of noise made. Trying to work out which smoke he wants to do. Right side green. He's got a molly as well. Backing quad. That's going to be a problem for Kicker.
He's able to swing ahead of it, and they've not even assembled the boost yet. So yeah,
don't crouch.
That molly is like not really served any purpose here.
It's nice to know even pros hit the control key. Oh!
Any more?
Go on.
Any more? Shut out by Jane. Oh, he's in with another. It's all popping off and shut down the B play. There's very little time left. And Fasha, they are going to give him room to plot. They've let him plot. They've let him plot. They let him have a chance in this round. And now it's down to the 1v1. Chiron sweating on the other side. And it's Fasha, the top dog right now, left to beat him. Moving in close, Chiron will put a stop to... Bomb plant is enough to 100%. You know, it's very rare that you look at a round and you go like, we can 100% win it if we do this. But like, that was one of those moments. It's nice for giving outsiders a little bit more staying power now.
Yeah. I like this change as well. Kicker's actually taken B stairs with that, you know, ahead of that smoke the Fnatic through. They pop through it. They don't even know about Kicker, who's still here in the corner. That was Fame taking Fasha out. And now they can leave Kicker here. Fame runs back very loud, knowing that if Fnatic were trying to creep again through the smoke, they would get caught off guard. But meanwhile, Roy entered A, and Fnatic are taking all that space. Haven't really seen much other than these B executes, so let's see what outsiders have in store to stop this.
This is good from James to use some of his nades to try and buy time, because Fame was pushing mid and getting info. Gets completely caught out.
James is not on the ball this map.
Just surprised by the pace and how close Fnatic was. They disrespected the smoke on ramp too.
Yeah, but he should have heard it as you know, he threw his molly and it went out in the smoke, so knows they can be up. Yeah, that is awkward. He's trying to reposition, but not even considering they could just dry swing.
Yeah, just a little strange from outsiders. I mean, a couple of rounds where their awareness just drops off, right? Like they're getting caught off guard in some of these rounds where they're supposed to know exactly what's going on. Like it seems like they have Kicker is the be famous pushed mid. Like where can they be, guys? You know, you just need to. This is the one thing you need to play against. Like you just need to get not caught out. You just need to not instantly die on A. If you play to buy time, you have Fame on the first lurk and Kickert on the second lurk.
Sorry, Fnatic have played this map 10 times in 6 months. They've won it 9 times. That's pretty insane.
No, so I wanted to double check because obviously Fame, along with Norbert, when he joined this team, they both come over from that K23 project, right? And I had like a vague recollection that they weren't the biggest Vertigo fans, and I wanted to go make sure that was the case. And yeah, they barely ever played that map when they were in that team. They
so
were
we went back 9 months.
Yeah, they were 2-7 on it. That's 9 times compared to the next lowest map, which was played 33. So maybe that's why it feels like they get a little bit lost in some of these rounds, in particular over towards that B side of the map, right? Fame rather, doesn't have the kind of experience in officials necessarily, and I think sometimes he does look a little bit stressed over towards B. But anyway, here we are into this A exec. We got util raining down. Molly has delayed the plant, and so Outsiders in with a chance here as they close the net. There's still a man down, but this wall bang onto the plant spot can be big. Comes up short. Jame connects it, brings them down to 4 HP, but that's not enough to ever bring you back into this retake. It was already kind of wishful thinking in the 3-on-4, hoping you could find the equalizer through the box. And when that doesn't happen, Outsiders are forced to save.
Yeah, I mean, another round they give away cheaply. It's a 5v4. You get that early advantage, and then just Roy gets 2 kills on two separate guys.
Yeah, the Fnatic individually are looking insane in this match. At least Roy and Fasha, who have just been opening up round after round, have looked very strong, very oiled. And I feel for Jame in that round.
Strong and oiled.
Strong and oiled, Harry. That's how you like him. It's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's the golden combo. I mean, no one can dispute that, right? It's just an objective fact. Yeah, this was gross as well. I felt kind of bad for Chiron there trying to thread the needle, right? Yeah, the glaive cut.
This one, I think he's still running. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah,
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That.
And then Jame as a smoke fade. Now, not too much here. He got a flank off last round. They never knew about it, and they line up. Oh, Mezzy. Never ideal. Gets killed by Crims after he finds the entry, no less. So it wasn't even worthwhile. But you'll take it. A 4-on-4. They've walked in B. Fashion just catches Fame, who checked mid for a moment. His team called they had it. But in that window of opportunity, Fnatic will take all the space in the world, and they look for more.
Yeah, I think it's really problematic when you have this feeling that, like, one bomb site is such a problem that the only way to try and help it out is to, like, take away from other spots on the map. You know, they're kind of hesitant to, like, give too much extra to Fame over here on B, and yet Fnatic will just keep throwing in these B take rounds. They have a very strong exec. It's hard to deal with when they get that mid pick. They know that's even more pressure on someone who's having a bit of a rough time over towards B, and that's only gonna, make them decide to commit to the hit.
I think it's just very simple, efficient CS, right? Like, they go for that mid-fight, they see that Kickert is there, they know that he's the first rotator towards B, so unless Jame is B as well with Fame, it's only Fame left, so that's a risk worth taking for Fasher, right? And he again pushes so deep where Fame doesn't expect him. He has the drop on him, and another, pretty clean, easy round for Fnatic.
And somehow, despite all of it, Jame still positive KD, 8 and 6. He finds a way. He doesn't die. He gets his exits. He survives. Impressive stuff, but it will matter not as Fnatic are picking up steam. Choo Choo in the lead now, 9-2.
Mezzy got dinged like twice by Crims there, man. Like, the first one nearly aim punches him to miss the kill. Second one kills him. Yeah, this is nice as well, because that hamper smoke went in over the top, right, to try and slow down this short aggression, but they've just gone right through it. They will be caught challenging over at the top of ramp, and that left nykytilan in a bit of an awkward spot. Wanted to try and get out off the short angle to keep an eye on that top ramp re-aggro on the down the lane, and while he ends up falling to the short push. At this point, Outsiders are in a really good position.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know, look, man.
They were in a 5v2 or 5v4. It's about time they lose a 5v3 as well.
So Fnatic are favored here.
Going for the trifecta.
Little fake flash with the AK, swap onto the AWP. Crims gets mollied out again. They're just using as much util as they can, but it is working. It's buying time. They know Fnatic are 3 strong here as well. Well, they've got an inkling. 4 CTs in the site. Nice nade onto Jane, but he can do it with no matter what health you give him. You'd like to think. As he's searching, 40 seconds as he looks for a pick over boost, but Jame will not give it away. We've got to wait for that one-way smoke on Crane to fade first. Fnatic have 2 smokes. They can run and execute. There is nothing, almost nothing, left for outsiders. And there's a spam. Chiron dead. It has begun, Yanko.
Still 3 players on the side, though.
What could go wrong?
They've just seen him. They've just seen him. Flit's been picked up from afar, but there is re-aggression over towards the short side. KitKat's trying to thread the needle. James up in the sight, and KitKat takes one out of the round.
They're behind you.
Mezzi's there for the trade. Plant's coming in. James trying to make a play. Trying to make a play, but he's never done this before, so he's out of there. Bad damage, Fasha gone. James deletes it. Maybe it was right to back out of that first engagement. Now they've just got Mezzi left to get past, who's up close on the smoke, and the spam connects.
The only reason that doesn't work for Jame is because Mezzi is planting in such a weird spot because he's been wall banged out before that Jame runs into him in the smoke while trying to push through. He was trying to make a play. There were 10 seconds. He could have stopped the plant. You got him, the momentum, all of that can go a long way. Suddenly you realize, like, oh yeah, okay, we're in this game. You know, just a few awkward B executes we couldn't handle. James found a pick onto Fasha. That was the problem piece of Fnatic. And now outsiders are even feeling free enough to flank.
And if Fnatic doesn't plant the bomb, they're on a half buy, so that's already sort of... this round is worth 2 for outsiders in that case.
Get ahead of it, Yanko. 9-3. Do outsiders win this game? Right now.
You mean 9-5? They've been like 2 rounds?
It's 9-3 right now. Who's winning Vertigo?
Yeah, if it's 9-6, outsiders.
Okay. All right,
I think so.
all right.
I like that you don't lose the pistol as well.
I think Kicker is about to have a very good time, right?
You've cursed him now.
He has found the there's no way this goes wrong. He's found the golden. Hang on. It's going so terribly. Hang on a second. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. He stuck the landing on that, and there's Kicker with the double. My guy shows up and locks nearly the full 30 rounds required. You said that like even 1 extra round on the CT side can make a world of difference. They're now in a point where they can get
some semblance of that up. James just dodges death, or maybe delays it. They're hunting him down. They seem to know the flip through that molly. Roy finds the kill, and Mezzi now moves in. James, what does he do? Does he want to play retake again? Chiron's committed back into short side on his own, and he's got full util as well. Will he even be able to make use of this?
held back for the time being. They just exchanged that little volley of util over towards short, so no chance to try and trade this one back if you're outsiders yet. Chiron has to taper off the short side. Kicker wants to get involved. Trying to flex a little in these last few rounds, but it might leave them in a bad way.
I wish they did that together. You know, Chiron was meters away. Why couldn't they both walk in and actually at least be able to trade out that kill?
Look, man, it's round 15. These are the rounds where James is the most dangerous. All right? Keep your eye on him. Inside of the site, this guy is fearless right now.
How many smokes does this guy have? He's just smoking gap from headshot.
Fame kills Fasha! It happened! It finally happened.
Dude, that's a real feel-good moment, because now you know you've like shut down that late-round option of Fnatic going back B, so they have to commit here. Jame full blind, strikes Roy off the tally, over at ramp. Chiron's won a separate fight, and this one's starting to slip through the fingers of Fnatic. They're locked out.
It is a little bit weird if you don't get a lot of action in the first half, right? You don't feel as warmed up, but they're going to see some action soon.
Oh, I love the boost. And they've got the dualies right there as well to help out. Roy will re-aggress on ramp side together as a team. Fnatic force the fight, but Flit is waiting for it, and Roy falls into the meat grinder. My goodness, he's got burgers for sale. All the trimmings, Yanko. 3-on-2. Kicker still has a smoke molly. He can burn out boost. But they're again pushing back in.
Yeah, Crim's up at the front. Sees him get up behind yellow, but they don't know about Kicker, who's right under them. Slams the hammer down with one. Mezzi on the receiving end. Kicker has opened up a route in this. He just got the info that everyone was in this A site, and so they feign running back with the bomb. They make a bit of noise on the bridge, but Fnatic called their bluff. 20 seconds here. Outsiders can't go back anymore. And so they're going to have to walk into this double stack, a 2v2. The util reigns in. They spot the player on default, but they've got to flush him out. It's imperative. Crim's deleted by Kicker. And just niko's left now in this 1v2. He can't stop the plant. And he can't collect the kill. Chiron finds him, and Outsiders pick up that pistol round with a big hat trick for Kicker.
There was a little bit of chipotle mayo there from Roy at the beginning of the round, but Kicker and Chiron, they come back, they bounce back with some grilled cheese and some truffle sauce.
Ooh. Dude, that's a very nice, you know, bougie sounding burger. You got the truffle sauce, the cheese.
Those are usually ass. Like, the simple ones are the best.
Yeah. Onions, lettuce.
No onions, no pickles.
What? I can say no pickles, but no onions, Yanko?
No onions, man.
Come
Just
on,
like tomato, lettuce, double cheese.
MP9.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's the name of it.
You're right,
I've committed to it, so...
They're not. Hello?
Oh, they're not looking for it. And that's the bomb. They're way deeper than he was ready for. Like, way deeper. And they know that Fash is trapped in at the sandbags. They want to try and chase him down. Fasher gets out with one. That's a lovely flick. And it's teed them up nicely. They find success in this 4-spy round. It's just Fame in the 1v2, and he's getting wrapped as well.
Don't play the Fame game. He loves it. There's an AK there as well. He's going to check for the flank. Mezzi is not overcommitted to this one. Taking his sweet time as Fame hunts the kill. He'll give it another go on the flank. But if he walks back, he's going to walk into Mezzi, and one more deagle shot will do it, but he can't connect, and now the mind games begin. Fame, footsteps aplenty, but he cuts noise and sneaks his way to B. Crims is going to make a proactive move. I like this. It will give him a good flank timing on this B play once he's cleared ramp, but he's still going to be out of position with no
Fame
kit.
is fine. Fame is fine. I think also he saw what his teammates did. Like, they faked and they came back A. So he did the same movement, but continue walking B. So at least he gets the bomb down, which is going to be crucial for Outsiders. He needs to take an extra risk, though, to win this clutch with the HP that he has.
Yeah, Crims is hot on his heels, man. It's whether or not he's ready for this to come down the pipeline so quickly. And it doesn't look like he's considering it just yet. Going to be on a bit of a timing here. Crims, I think the faster he is, the more it's going to work to his benefit, right? And he started to lock out a lot of these positions now from the ramp side. No idea. And oh, there we go. Takes the extra second, just lining up the perfect shot.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that for him,
Well
man.
done,
I
Harry.
love that for him. Look, dog.
Some of your
Fnatic are on to a 10th. We love that. And Outsiders, back to the drawing board, man. The 4-spy finds success for Fnatic.
Little 4-spy, huh? We'll take that.
I do like this from
Yeah,
Crims.
very patient. Not messing around with that one. And then if it does miss, you really know.
So this is a little bit of a change of pace.
I like Chiron with a hero AK. Sending it. Up ramp he goes, but he's been attacked by flashbangs. Hides out in that smoke where he has a bit of cover, but Fnatic won't be making any fights happen. They've done boosts in both rounds. This time more standard. niko remains on short. Chiron looks for that kill. He knows it's here. It's the best way in, winning this fight. Good damage. But no bueno.
This is still a pretty heavy B setup from Fnatic. I mean, two guys towards B. Fasher in mid, so this is a good situation for Outsiders in this round.
Yeah, they can get smokes and get a plant, but the question is what happens after. There is no kit in this. Oh, there is. Ignore me. Fasher has one. So they're fine. Good nade. And here come the smokes, you'd think.
Yeah, they're going to start to go in now. And oh, they go with the smokes and the flashes. Fnatic were not expecting that, so the opener found from Flitz Galil. Man, advantage goes the way of the Outsiders. Fasher kind of toying with the idea of looking to fight for this, but won't be able to stop that bomb plant. That's going down whether Fnatic want it to or not. Kickert's the Eagle takes another life. Still Outsiders sat pretty in this one. Mezzi's moving in. He seems aware that this corner's corrupted, and Chiron is knocked out. Jame with the AK. Jame up close. right under their noses, trying to steal this round away, and Jame locks them out with a double. Just niko left to beat, and Kicker risks it all on a swing with that deagle there.
He had to.
But he will walk away with his head held high. It's 8 on the board for the Outsiders as that little force, the 2 hero guns, they're worth their weight in gold.
That was a pretty cool call. I mean, we used to call this flying smokes in FaZe. It's like when you throw execute smokes, but you peek while the smokes are flying, right? With a flash behind you. You know, you could do it on A site on Mirage, you can do it on Nuke on Yard. And it's sort of when you know that sometimes just to surprise your opponents. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to see any tendencies to do it. It's just like a cool...
Behind the ledge. Chiron doesn't know.
He died here in the first half from this position.
Re-aggressing. Oh! Okay. He saw something. Maybe a feet. Maybe stuck out. Flip will also catch Roy. A Molotov on Sandbag makes him uncomfortable. niko is feeling hot as well. Burnt out was short. Has to go back to the site. And with the smokes down soon, Outsiders can just convert the round clean, you'd think.
They lose 5v3s as CT, but as T, not as much. You know, they're very good at converting these rounds, being patient. There's a minute on the clock. They don't need to end the round now, right? They want to see now if Fnatic decides to re-push or stack. And what you want to do in this situation basically is you send a scout to one of the sites. If he has contact, you just go to the other side, right? Because it's probably a stack in this situation. Even if it's not, you have a 4v2, worst case. And if he doesn't have any contact, then you go to him. But I guess on Vertigo A, you can still just execute with 5 guys. So even if it's 5v3 on the site, with, you know, when you throw this set of nades, where can the 3 players stand?
And it's been long enough that Fnatic don't even have util, even if they were here, to stop a bomb plant. Kicker manipulates his model to avoid wallbangs, and you'll notice he plants a little bit wider than default behind the single box. So orb spam won't work, certain nade lineups won't do as much damage.
Dude, I mean, this is a little rough for Fnatic, right? They kind of really needed to stick the landing there. Ever since, you know, because they traded that round earlier on, they won the force in the second and then immediately had it come back against them. They're only getting 2,900 here, so it's not like it's one of these 3-man saves where, oh, don't worry, at the end of the line, like, we're coming in with guns, we're going to have, not everything, but, like, we're going to have some firepower to back us up. You are going to have limitations here. You're probably going to either, I don't know if anyone has the A1S on here, but
they'll drop 2 for Masters because they need the nades, right? You can't use all 2,900 to drop a gun. You need to have your nades as well.
Oh, he saw the legs. He can see the legs. Yeah. Just enough. Yeah, you don't always get double entries that easy. I find
myself wondering, like, do they
be pretty hard sometimes?
Very methodical on ramp, though. They get the full control. Fnatic are waiting with a smoke for Crane upon Roy's contact, but will that be the tsunami of T's around this corner when Flit swings? It looks like they just want to go right in, to be honest.
Do it.
There's something for Jame. Got a smoke, maybe the Ellie one again. Flash over the top and in they come. Roy needs to drop his smoke pronto because they're already in again. Fighting on short side, but they can just wait for the flank to come through. Chiron's making moves and he's going to have them in no man's land right now. Roy finds Kicker over the top. Fash is gone. And Flit, he has been having a monster series right now. 23 and 11. As that bomb gets planted, Fnatic will be thinking about saving again.
It's also interesting to see that the 2 pistols are on A compared to any of the guns.
Playing in for the save.
And Outsiders are sort of one step ahead with these deeper smokes, right? Like, or mixing it up now for connector for CT rather than the wall of smokes around the plant. So you can see with the defensive smoke, it's not as effective, right? Because there's more space to play around. And that's why Flit is able to get 2 kills. If there were smokes around the plant box, then it gets a little bit more tricky for him. It's more chaotic, more chance for Fnatic to get a cheeky kill or 2 and make the round closer, at least. I told you, man, like Outsiders with economy control on T side, even on this map too, very good on the T sides. Yeah,
it's absurd when you think about the fact that like Flit will gladly be like the guy to kind of take this space when they actually launch the exec. The squad is so hard to put away, right? You're always running into something. There's always resistance. Ooh, Chiron tries to get stuck in. Bit more aggro out of Fnatic. They try to fight for this ramp control, but look at the response. They wanted to move a bit faster up these stairs, take the space over a B. Luckily enough, Mezzi, who has been waiting for the entirety of this second half to actually get a gunfight on the B stairs, he got one there, and he won it. Because his whole game has been like lurking into ramp in a lost 2v4 round.
This round now is all about the economy, right? Outsiders shouldn't save here. They should try to do as much damage to Fnatic as possible. You know, maybe even win the round, but that's not their goal at this point. And Fnatic should try to not die at all costs, because it's not about... This round is pretty much decided, but the economy moving forward towards the end of the game really matters. So you can see there's 12k on Flit, 12k on Flame, like they're not in danger.
No.
And he's playing safe, like he's trying to just, you know, that's just a good shot from James. And if they get one more, this is great for outsiders.
Because of the jump spot, I was going to say they might not be ready for Roy, but the molly, why not? Use it, you've got it. James, didn't catch him, and Roy gets to escape. Just maybe could have been a way in for a 2v5 now with 20 seconds. It's either kick it, go kill, or go save. James going to, again, line up util. Ooh, and they looked a bit finicky there. Molly on default, Flash blinds his teammate. They're going to spot him from boost as well. And I don't think Kickett's getting a plant here. He's got a cross pass. This triple setup. Another molly in. It's nice. It's fantastic, but there's no time. And Kickett, beautiful shooting, but not enough to win the round. You talk about damage. It's exactly what they've done. But they've got, over 14k on
this is great for outsiders, right? Yeah. Like, you don't want Fnatic to be in a position where they have money for 3 rounds in a row, right? Like, you want to... Right now, they're in a situation where... Probably even if outsiders win this round and win it cleanly, it's a tough call. Like,
so Kickett will just get that jiggle off in mid. Oh, he's going to ladder. Maybe he's throwing in that short molly. Meanwhile, James picked Roy at ramp.
Rashley, please.
Kickett's kind of like lurking mid in my favorite way, which is just you don't... Oh, hang on a moment. Mezzi catches them boosting.
He knows.
And now he knows about that second man there. Fasha re-aggroing in at the top of ramp, going to win a fight to Chiron, and piece by piece, outsiders have been kind of locked out of this moment here. Flit. Hang on. Go again. Wait.
Good molly.
Hang on.
That molly.
Not a great molly.
One more molly.
There we go. Second time's the charm. It was all to build a false sense of security. Mezzi dead. Niko's flashed. And James closing the gap. Closing the distance. This guy is right next to you now. Missed shot from the AWPs, but the no-scope lands. James getting a little bit wild. 2 shots. 2 opponents. And Flip finds...
Say an optimal buy, we mean all nades, all guns. But yeah, this was the difference maker. And Flit like just gets them all lined up. It's just perfect for him.
I mean, it comes off of those kills from Kicker the other round though. Still, so Roy is safe for now unless he starts jumping. Oh dear. Fasha, they're baiting for him well. He might have a multi-kill here. They fall off the boost. Roy gets that first kill, and Fasha, they still don't know how close he is.
Oh, Flit walks into his death, and I mean That's been your point, man. That's been your guy creating these opportunities in man-down moments. With him gone, outsiders need a new hero to try and step up here. James scoped over the top of the smoke. Fasha just waits, gets rewarded with another freebie. Chiron also wants to go walking through the smoke to his inevitable demise. And for James and Kicker, it's kind of a similar spot to the last time where, they could...
Now it's a save. Now it's a save for them because, it's a little bit of a worse economy on their side of things. And they're closer to the win, right? I feel like here it's fine if they just save it out.
They do have a good bit of money, though. Like 12k on Flit.
I get saving the off on James.
Sure, but this
I'd love to see 1 kill. One kill does have a consequence here.
James has go for it. 6,300 worth of equipment. Kicker has...
Yeah, actually, that's true. The full belt util,
Because you're looking at this.
Why is Jason doing the calculations when you're sitting here?
Yeah, that was actually really good.
I mean, Jason can't even, the calculator can't help him. So.
NA maths. Lol.
But here the thing is now, if you're Dustin, if you take a timeout, I don't know if he takes one, but what outsiders need to figure out is they need to have an answer for this aggressive ramp takes from Fnatic. Like, that's what they've been struggling to deal with. These half ones when they're playing top ramp, you know, sandbags, all that sort of stuff. Outsiders seem to have a good way of dealing with that, but these ones when Roy was playing up close, now Fasher managed to sneak all the way through. Like, this is where they're struggling. And this was a round where Fnatic didn't have a lot of utility, so...
Quarks come through there, make it. You feel like a little too easy for Fnatic in that moment. Ooh. It's clear they want to try and contest this util. They want to try and shut out the ramp aggression, but it's not worked for them, and they put their best man on the job there. Comes up short with Fasher having bested him. And so for outsiders, it's back to the drawing board again.
Feels like a BX is inevitable here. Fame has stairs, but the AWP is in position. niko's been very quiet, but he's not really needed to do anything in these last couple of rounds. Just been idle in middle. This might be a round where the big green is required to make a statement. Outsiders contact up B right now. And with Mezzy hiding out. Again, niko's moves at the wrong time. T-spawn flash for Kickert leaves him a little out of the fray here as his team walk upstairs, but it won't blind them. There's the benefit. And Fnatic certainly won't see it coming. Mezzy gets his molly in, flash to respond, they're up in front of it. Mezzy's full blind, there's more where that came from, and they will flush him out. Crim's also spamming off from Con. We need that AWP back in position, but it's holding on for a mid lurk that isn't here.
Oh, that's a little awkward. Player crosses in front of Jamie, loses vision just for a millisecond, and it gave a window to get peeked. Crim's getting involved, but there's the reply. An immediate response, a 2v4, turn 2v2. Fame's crept underneath, they can't stop the plant, and he's right here. God, they're playing around these smokes, I don't know what's happening. Tyron dead, niko finds him!
Harry.
That's a little bit you know, it's a 2v. That's not a real 2v4 because the trades are happening immediately. You know, it's not like they're set up.
I'm looking at the numbers. They say 2, they say 4. That's a 2. Oh, pace up, speed up ramp, and Flit 3 rounds in a row is dead in an instant. There is a response. Crims drops B.
Just nailed him through the smoke somewhere.
Yeah, I think you could see him over the top possibly if he's crossing on stairs. They still send it down ramp.
That's a lot of aggression right there.
The hard way.
I feel that's a bit overzealous, right? You can just sit in that corner and they probably won't expect you there so quickly. And outsiders, you know they're not going to just leave that open in 1 minute 25, so maybe a little bit of frustration showing there.
Messi's had so many empty flanks. I mean, now he obviously doesn't, here's this boost. Now he obviously doesn't want to go for it. But oh, this is, I mean, if niko crosses out, he dies, so good, the boost goes down. Mezzy, when or if he flanks, we'll have to see. Will it even matter? If niko dies, it certainly shouldn't. There is no kit right now. There is one, it's going to be bottom A, I guess, but even then...
Dude, I'm kind of surprised that Roy hasn't started shuffling around yet, right? He's still playing this double setup with Mezzy. They kind of don't really know what's happening. There's like fog of war all over the map, but the one bit of util they've seen was niko getting smoked off his angle over at ramp. He's about to kind of confirm it.
Yeah.
But the rotates are so far away. He needed to hit that, and he will.
He held that for a second.
That's crazy. That's not even like an immediate timing shot. Yeah, that's like a second off. But yeah, he can't do it twice. Kickert with the trade. The A site secure, and Fnatic in a very awkward spot. You're 2v3.
There's he flank.
There's a world where this could be the best spot you're left in a retake for the remainder of the game. But on the flip side of it, if you go for it and come up short, you're broke up against 15.
Timing.
This is a...
Oh, hello. He's got
kind of hung out to dry there.
He found it on the flank. They know where he is, though. And he does have a smoke for the bomb. Molly goes out, but Kickert up in sight forces that fight. 15 rounds for outsiders. They will convert it. A very aggressive beginning with Flit running through the ramp smoke, but Fnatic meet them there. They drop B, they chase A, they dig their own grave, and outsiders' slow, painful, punishing default will find the map and match point here. They took their pick of Inferno, and they now look to break Fnatic on VERTIGO, a team that have won 9 out of the last 10 VERTIGO games they have played in the last 6 months.
Outsiders, T-side.
Lack of util. Outsiders somehow uncover the terrible truth of this empty A site.
Yeah, Fasha from all the way back in CT with an MP9 will struggle to get too involved. He's repositioned.
Look at the space.
But Flit really getting stuck in here. They're going to try and flash and come through this smoke, but Flit should be in a spot to lock them all out of it. Great round from him. niko's burnt down low, just ready to be finished off and fall by the wayside. This is Outsiders looking for the 2-0, looking for that revenge from this.